started in terms of how he behaves?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I saw those dynamics pretty early on, even when I was an intern, with the way that he would, I don't know if this is just like a general thing that I didn't think was so prevalent in workplaces, but when people talk over each other, it's really annoying. And I just see that a lot. And like people will talk over each other, not hear each other, and just continue to raise their voices until someone backs down, and then, you know, this other person takes up the space. So, I mean, that was something I saw pretty early on with him, but I also think that he has a level of respect for me, so he gives me space. Gives me space. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, that is interesting, but yeah, I think, yeah, it's something I definitely saw early on, but I make sure that I'm heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how have you learned how to do that?
Man, as sad as it is, like playing into it, so cutting him off when he is being long-winded. And then also, I mean, this is a skill I think I learned from facilitation, is just asking someone what they're hearing from me. So if I've gone on and expressed something, and he like starts to respond and it's not really where I was pointing at or what I was thinking, I'll ask them like, okay, so how are you interpreting what I just said? And then navigating in that way. I mean, I've used that so often since I've started working. And I mean, it's also just efficient, because then you get an understanding of where people are, how they're interpreting what you're saying, what also shows you what is important to them, what they're hearing from you that is important, and then being able to fill in the gaps. That's how I navigate that, because I can always, because also it makes people pause. And, you know, when you say, oh, no, that's not what I mean, then they're like, oh, wait, let me actually put my listening ears on and, like, try to, you know, hear what they're saying. So it's worked.
That's great.
Yeah.
Anything else that comes to mind, power dynamics that you've experienced that have affected the work? And if the answer is no, that's perfectly okay. I guess I just have a hard time trying to think of what affects the work. Like, what would it look like if the work was affected? Because oftentimes it's usually just, like, reports and papers. And I definitely think they could be, you know, taken to a new level if there was a lot more discussion. Like, I definitely think the quality of the work could be tremendously improved if we became more collaborative, which hopefully it is going in that direction. But the quality is good. It could be excellent. Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense.
The last thing that comes to mind is power dynamic with this other man that I've seen with a lot of the women just within the organization, where this person will make comments of like, so say there's a woman who's pregnant, which I think, I mean, for me, it's pretty amazing to see so many women being able to like be pregnant, work, you know, take their time away, and then come back and, you know, get right back in. That to me is a great thing about a company. So there have been a lot of women who've done that, but the comment from this man, who is very high up, is, oh, they're conditioned. Or, oh, they're, he'll be like, yeah, that person has this condition. And it's like, what do you mean this condition? Like, they're giving birth the same way that your wife has given birth to your daughter. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? And it's like kind of like a negative, you know, like, oh, something's in the water. Like, make sure you guys don't get the condition. It's like, these women are doing amazing work. It could be better. I'm sure it could be better if things went differently. But I don't know. That's another, because no one. I mean, I made a comment about it. I was just like, condition. Like, these women are carrying lives. It's not, you know. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
But also, are my comments really being heard? Who knows? But all you can do is try to challenge people on it. So,
Yeah, that's the last thing
well,
I can
it sounds
think
like
of.
you're doing a good job of that.
Trying.
Yeah.
Trying.